Natural disasters occur all the time all over the world. They take lives, change landscapes, and can even take out entire cities. We talk about them so often, spitting out facts and statistics. Yet, it is still quite hard to picture what all actually happened. However, we forget that at any given moment, there are cameras rolling, capturing nearly every harrowing detail. From tsunamis to tornadoes, here are 5 shocking natural disasters that were caught on camera. Natural disasters often have a strange allure to them. When you see it, you know it's likely doing tons of damage, but you can't help but stare at it as it has some sort of haunting beauty to it. Tornadoes fit perfectly into this category. They are one of the most destructive forces to exist on Earth, generating winds that can be in excess of 300 miles per hour. We know that it has the power to totally destroy anything that is in its path. Yet, when we catch sight of one, we can't look away. But here's a question. What happens when you see one and its position on the horizon doesn't move, yet it keeps getting bigger? That's right. It means that it's coming right for you. That is exactly the situation that this Illinois man found himself in when a tornado touched down about a mile from his house. Upon seeing it, he did what most of us would have done and got his camera out to start filming. As the tornado ripped through the town, throwing debris hundreds of feet into the air, it kept getting bigger. By the time he realized what was going on, the tornado was pretty much on top of him and his family.
Oh my God! Holy s***! Look at this, bud! You ready to run with me, okay?
Yeah.
You ready to run with me, buddy?
Yeah, man, this shit's crazy.
Look at all the rough bro!
The camera started shaking wildly as the winds ripped through the yard, carrying everything away. The wind was deafening and ferocious, and through the shaking of the camera, it can be seen that the windows and possibly some of the walls gave way, exposing everyone inside to flying debris. Luckily, after everything settled down, they realized that their home was only sideswiped. Everyone survived, but their yard and everything in it was totally destroyed. There are few things in the world more relaxing than an afternoon drive down a mountain road. Of course, when the sky is gray, the weather is rainy, and everything is dreary, it can dampen the mood a little bit. Well, that's exactly the feeling that the couple in this video had as they were driving in the mountains of Poprad in the country of Slovakia. It had actually been raining for quite a few days, so things were especially wet. However, there was one major problem that no one was anticipating. As the couple drove along, everything seemed to be fine. That is, until they rounded a turn and saw a few trees down in the other lane. Cautiously, they went around, but saw up ahead that there were a few other trees down. It wasn't until they slowed down even further that they realized the danger that they were in. In the blink of an eye, all the trees started falling. First, it was in front of the car, but then they started falling on the car itself. It was a terrifying moment that could have resulted in some serious injuries to the driver and the passenger. Luckily, no one was injured.
Все, кранты. Задний ход, давай задний ход.
Дверь не заклинена. Дверь не открывается.
Ну все, ребята, поехали. Кому вы не знаете.
Нет, надо вызывать.
The danger here actually came from the rain. So much rain had fallen in the days prior to this video that the soil had become very loose and the roots of the trees weren't able to hold the weight anymore. It could have happened at any time, but these people were simply unlucky enough to be passing the wrong place at the wrong time. As we just saw, huge amounts of rain can take a toll on mountainsides. When soil is soaked through with too much water, the various trees and rocks can no longer keep their footing, causing them to break free and fall. However, there are other times when massive amounts of rainfall on certain types of soil not only cause it to become overly saturated, but the actual texture and consistency of the soil can totally change. What usually results from such a phenomenon is a landslide or a mudslide. On August 7th, 2018, in the town of Chamoson, Switzerland, a huge hailstorm had just rolled through and pummeled the town and the surrounding areas with giant chunks of ice. But that was just the start of it. Not long after the storm passed, a tremendous mudslide followed, quickly filling the drains and overtaking the road. Because of the consistency, the soil took the form of something similar to mud. Residents reported hearing a huge noise and rumbling just before the mudslide occurred, which is why a few of them were standing around trying to find the source of the noise. Little did they know that a huge wall of soil, water, and debris was headed right for them. As you can see, within a matter of seconds, the entire roadway and bridge were completely buried by this thick wall of mud. Luckily, no one was in the path, resulting in no injuries or deaths. In 2011, Japan saw one of the most devastating natural disasters to ever hit. A huge magnitude 9.0 earthquake struck about 25 miles off the northern coast of the country and generated a huge tsunami that ravaged thousands of acres of land. Over 15,000 people lost their lives. Tens of thousands of homes and structures were destroyed, and a nuclear reactor even suffered a catastrophic meltdown that hadn't been seen since the Chernobyl incident of 1986. On March 11, 2011, in the Japanese town of Iwate near Route 45, various traffic cameras and CCTVs were rolling when the tsunami surged in and started wreaking havoc. As you can see in the video, it was just like any other day, unassuming and calm. Suddenly, a huge wall of water started rolling down the street, carrying cars and debris with it. Within a matter of seconds, everything was underwater. As the video continues, you can see other areas in the town where everything is going normally when all of a sudden, torrents of water come in, followed by floating houses and cars. Bridges are taken out, structures are washed away. It really brings into focus the total devastation that tsunamis can cause. One minute, you're driving along, minding your own business. The next, water is pouring over everything in sight, carrying houses, buildings, cars, and all sorts of debris that used to be people's lives. To date, the 2011 Japan tsunami is one of the worst natural disasters of the last 20 years. We've all seen amazing photos and videos of volcanoes erupting and spewing lava and ash into the air. It's one of our Earth's most incredible forces. Now, there's a different phenomenon that is similar to a volcano, but on a bit of a smaller scale. These are called mud volcanoes. As opposed to full-sized volcanoes that have lava from deep within the earth, mud volcanoes are explosions of underground hydrocarbon gases that have built up and forced their way to the surface. On the way up and out, these gases sometimes mix with water to create something similar to a muddy slush. On the edge of the Caspian Sea lies the largest city of Azerbaijan, Baku. This area has some of the most natural gas and oil fields in the world, making it a hotspot for mud volcanoes. In this video, one of these mud volcanoes is erupting in a natural gas field. The slurry of minerals and dirt are spewing over 100 feet into the air. A short distance away, a separate fire was burning, when all of a sudden, it caught the fumes of the flammable gases of the mud volcano. It quickly caught fire, turning into something more reminiscent of the volcanoes that we're used to seeing. In total, the eruption lasted around 8 minutes, but did no damage to anyone or anything. It just serves as a reminder of one of the many things that make our planet unique. As you just saw, our world's natural disasters have an amazingly haunting allure to them. They are wondrous, beautiful, and incredibly deadly to those who find themselves in their path. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now to check out more natural disasters caught on camera. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.